What is going on, everyone? Jason here, and today we're talking about the new and very well received iPhone 12 Pro. Now, one of the main reasons why I wanted to make this video is because when both the iPhone 12 and the 12 Pro dropped and was made available for pre-order, it was the first time that I've ever seen the Pro version sell faster than the non-Pro model. It may have even surprised Apple as rumors were swirling about their supply chains not being able to keep up with the demand. Now, the iPhone 12 is cheaper and honestly more close in similarity to the Pro than last year, so that begs the question. Why are so many people upgrading to the iPhone 12 Pro? Well, I've had time with both, and today I want to talk about 3 reasons why you should consider going Pro this year. Now, before we jump into this review, if you're new here, I'm basically the guy who tests out the newest and most popular tech out there before you buy them to make sure that you're informed and don't make any purchasing mistakes. That said, would really appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And of course, if you want to stay up to date with all the coolest tech devices and toys, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on anything. Okay, the first reason why you should potentially go with the iPhone 12 Pro this year is the superior build quality. I mean, let's face it, consumers have been waiting for years for a design refresh on the iPhone, and no doubt both the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro look fantastic and are very similar, but there are some advantages here that make the 12 Pro more appealing. First is the surgical grade stainless steel frame the Pro is equipped with in comparison to the regular 12's aluminum. Now, it may not seem like it's a big deal, and truth be told, the aluminum frame on the 12 is great, no shade there, but if you're looking for that posh, luxurious smartphone experience, the more premium build material does make a difference. I know this sounds weird to say, but the stainless steel is warmer and more pleasant in the hand, it's heavier, more substantial, and it provides way better grip when compared to the 12. Now, it does have this mirror polished finish, which I do admit attracts a ton of fingerprints, but it does make the phone look a lot more premier with the added gloss, and it's perfectly complemented with this frosted glass panel on the back. Apple debuted their first iPhones with the satin finish last year with the iPhone 11 Pro lineup, and no lie, it's extremely well executed. The matte finish on the glass makes it almost impossible to see any fingerprints, and it gives the 12 Pro a more refined, luxurious look and feel. That sentiment is only enhanced by the gorgeous colors available on the 12 Pro lineup. I think it's fair to say that Apple hit a home run with this Pacific Blue, but regardless of what color you end up going with, there is a noticeable difference in quality between the 12 and the 12 Pro this year. And even though it may be subtle, once you get both phones in your hands, I can understand why a lot of folks may choose to go with the Pro. Okay, the second reason why you should opt for the iPhone 12 Pro this year are the extra features. Now, the main additional goodies are connected to the Pro's cameras, and the most obvious bonus here is the telephoto lens that the regular 12 doesn't have. Having 3 cameras on the back does provide for a more versatile smartphone camera experience, and even though I personally don't use the zoom lens that much at all, it may be something important to you. The iPhone 12 will also be able to shoot photos in a format called Apple Pro RAW, a feature that is likely only going to appeal to those who are serious about photography. Essentially, the 12 Pro can use its camera systems to capture a raw image, one that has way more computational data within it, which gives users a lot more latitude when editing in post-production. Now, I say will be able to because this isn't a feature that's officially available yet, it's something that Apple plans to roll out exclusively to the 12 Pro lineup in a future software update. The other primary feature on the 12 Pro to talk about is the LiDAR sensor. It's a pretty complex depth sensing technology, and for now, it can make photos coming out of the 12 Pro, particularly those in low light conditions, a lot better. This is mainly because it's using lasers for way faster and more accurate autofocus that could be done in the dark, which allows for some unique camera features like taking night mode portrait shots. Now, truth be told, the application of LiDAR in areas of augmented reality is an area that Apple seems to be doubling down on, and there is a lot of potential there as apps start integrating this technology within their platforms. Now, the only other difference that I want to touch on is that the iPhone 12 Pro comes with 6GB of RAM compared to the 12's 4. It's not really a feature, but the additional RAM is likely there to support some of these advanced camera features we just touched on. Okay, the last reason why you should potentially go with the iPhone 12 Pro this year comes down to 2 things: storage size and price. Now, I've mentioned this before in other videos, but it's important to know that the $799 price tag on the iPhone 12 has some stipulations attached to it. First, that price is if you buy the phone through a carrier. If you want a factory unlocked version, the price of the 12 automatically goes to $829. The other component you need to factor in is that the base model only comes with 64GB of storage, which to me is critically low going into 2021, so if you end up going with a factory unlocked version and you upgrade to 128GB of storage, your new total for the iPhone 12 is $879. Now, the $999 iPhone 12 Pro, first of all, there's no premium if you want to go with the factory unlocked version, which is nice, and the base model comes standard with 128GB of storage. So in this scenario, the difference between these two phones is only $120. And to me, I can totally understand people seeing that the relatively small additional cost being justifiable if it means getting all the extras of the Pro. Now, not everyone is going to need a factory unlocked phone, and I'm sure there are many of you who would be okay with 64GB of storage, and in that case, the iPhone 12 at $799 is a great buy, especially considering that it's a fantastic phone. But if you are intrigued by the better build quality and the additional camera features, and you need to bump up your storage, it could make a lot of sense going with the Pro this year. Now, I'm going to be straight up and say, in my opinion, when it comes to the areas that really matter and the overall user experience, going with the Pro isn't going to change too much. Even if it's not that expensive to upgrade, I would manage your expectations because it's not going to be a night and day difference. Okay, that's about it for this review. Hope you guys found it useful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.